As you know that Prime Minister Mark Carney had announced federal elections in Canada on 23rd March 2025, shortly after resuming office, and elections were decided to be held on 28th of April. Canadians were given several days to vote for their respective candidates, and now today is the final date of elections, and it will close on 7 p.m. Eastern. Canadians could vote online as well as through post as well as in person. Now all of them are very curious as what will be the results. If we see, the turnout seems to be better than before. In 2015 there were 25.9 million registered voters, out of which 17.7 million voters voted for their candidates, and it was a 68.3% turnout. In 2019, there were 27.1 million registered voters, out of whom only 17.9 million voters voted for their respective candidates, and it was a 67% turnout. In 2021, there were 27.4 million registered voters, and out of them, 17.2 million voted for their candidate, and it was a 62.2% turnout. So in the last 3 elections, the turnout was not so good. Before that, it used to be in more than 70%. So if you see, it's a decline over time in the voters' turnout from 2015 to 2021. But this time, the people are showing more engagement, and it seems like it will be more than 68% this time. Now this time the total registered voters are 28.9 million, and already 7.3 million have voted through different means before this final election day. So it is we are so hopeful that it would be far better than the last election. Now let's hope this election brings better leaders for Canada and its future. Usually the elections were held in October, but now this time, due to trade tensions with US and some other issues, Mark Carney had to announce them snap. If we see, there are 3 main parties, and if we reduce them further, there are 2 main parties in which we can see that a prime minister will be elected from. They are the Liberal Party and the Conservative Party, led by Mark Carney and Pierre Poilievre, respectively. Now each party has different manifestos and which suit different sections of the economy. Let's have a look on the main points of them. If we see, Liberal Party is more about economy, taxation, housing, national security and trade, immigration, defense and sovereignty. The GST on new homes will be eliminated if they are under 1 million. There are plans to double the pace of house building by creating a crown corporation, and so many plans for billions of dollars of investment in prefabricated homes and $10 billion in affordable house building. If we say of trade, they are going to maintain the retaliatory tariffs until the America have on them. They are intending to cap temporary workers and immigrants to less than 5% of total Canada's population. They intend to cap temporary workers and international students to less than 5% of Canada's total population. They plan to expand the military and meet NATO defense targets. The other leading party is Conservative Party, whose main points are about economy and taxation, housing, energy and environment, crime and justice, and media and culture. They are also going to eliminate GST on new homes if they are under 1.3 million, as compared to 1 million under 1 million by the Liberal Party, and some other points. They aim at incentivizing municipalities to reduce the costs of house building and also selling 15% of federal land for housing. They plan to repeal carbon tax and eliminate EV mandates. They intend to impose harsher sentences for firearms smuggling and human trafficking and fentanyl offenses, and to enforce consecutive sentences for multiple murders. They also proposed to defund the English language operations of CBC, Canada Broadcast Corporation, while maintaining French language programming. So these were some main points about these two parties, and Canadians already know about these things. Now let's see what happens, waiting for the elections to close and see who wins. No matter who wins, the future of Canada is built by all of us together. Let's stay hopeful, stay engaged, and continue working for a stronger, fairer country for everyone. Wishing the very best for Canada and all the Canadians in the days ahead.